Today I'm ranking 19 different protein snacks so you don't have to waste your time or money on the trash ones. Each snack will be ranked on macros on a 0 to 5 scale and also taste on a 0 to 5 scale. Now we were going to do cost as well, but to be honest, most of them were in between $3 to $6 give or take. Majority of them $4 or $5 each. I will point out some of the most expensive ones and some of the cheaper ones as well. The first one is actually a new item from Rockabies, the Dutch chocolate snack. I'm a big fan of Rockabies shakes, so this has some hype to live up to. Now, first of all, macros. 147 calories per tub and 15 grams of protein. That's not too bad. When I say macros, that does mean protein, carbs, and fats, but we're gonna base all of the judgment off a protein to calorie ratio. That way you can get the highest protein, lowest calories, or you could avoid the opposite, and it'll help you lose body fat easier. Or it'll be more beneficial for your fat loss goal, I should say. Fuck, what do you reckon? 15 protein, 147 cal. That's good macros, eh? I'd say a 4 out of 5. Yeah, because there's better. So macros, we're going for a 4 out of 5. 15 protein for 147 calories is pretty damn good. Taste? Yeah, that's elite. That is elite. 4.5 out of 5 for taste. Rockabies just never disappoints. Fuck, wait, that is good, eh? It's gonna be so hard not to eat all of this shit, eh? Next up, we've got the Grenade Protein Bar. I went with the Oreo flavor because who doesn't love Oreos? Now, macros on this bad boy, 20.9 grams of protein, so let's call it 21 grams of protein, 253 calories. By the way, if you wanna know a quick hack to work out if it is a good calorie to protein ratio or not, is to times the protein by 10 or just add a 0. So if it's 21 grams of protein and we add a 0, it'd be 210. Now, if the calories are around about the same or less, it's really good. If they're a lot more, see how we go. So for this one, it's 253 calories, which means it's a bit more than 10x, but not too bad. So for macros, I'll give it a 2.5. That's pretty shit, eh? I'll give it a 3 out of 5 for macros. Taste, I've had these multiple times. They taste elite. 3.5 out of 5. Next up, we have the new BSC High Protein Bar. I'll be honest, this is a slab. Listen to this. Nothing, it's fine. But macros, 48 grams of protein, 389 calories. So a bit higher on the calories compared to some of the other snacks, but if we use that calorie to protein ratio like we just talked about, if we popped a 0 on it, it would be 480 calories. So it is way less than that. So macros, gonna have to give it a 4.5 out of 5. Just because when the goal is fat loss, it's still a decent chunk of calories for a bar. I haven't tried these yet, so let's give it a whack. The chocolate fudge slab. Well, they got the fucking name right, didn't they? Look at that.
It's a weapon.
That is a weapon, eh? I just want to point out as well, when we're ranking it out of 5 for taste, you have to keep in mind, we've got the protein taste out of 5, if that makes sense. So like you can't compare it to like a Kit Kat. A Kit Kat out of 5 on this scale would be like a 10. So I just want to throw that out there because sometimes people have a protein bar and they think it's going to taste like Kit Kat. It's just not, unfortunately. But anyway, Alex, shut up.
Don't break it too, so.
Fucking hell. I'm gonna be here for a while, eh? You wanna try? You like these ones? We'll get Cooks to try it because he likes these ones better than I do. You rate it. Taste, I mean, you get a serious jaw workout. I'm gonna give it a 2.5. What's Cameraman Cooks giving it?
I'll give it a 3.
A 3. There you go, 2.5 to 3. Next up, we got the protein Quest chips. Loaded taco flavor. Haven't tried these before. Macros, 19 grams of protein for the entire bag and only 143 calories. So really good protein to calorie ratio. Gonna have to give that a 4.5 out of 5 for that. This is one big downfall of Quest. Let me show you something. I will mention the price of these. It was $6.90. Was it $6.90?
Yeah.
$6.90 for 19 grams of protein, 143 calories. I don't know if you can probably see that, but that is how many you get. If they weren't broken, you're probably talking like 10 to 15 chips. Oh, they taste good though. You wanna try? Actually tastes like a taco bowl, to be honest.
Really?
I don't know how they did that. I rated it. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 for taste. Like I said, I will caveat, is that the right word? Caveat this one? Fuck, I'm the worst at English. Is that the right word? Oh, neither does Cameraman Cook, so there you go. Well, I will just side note this one. Even though the macros and the taste is really good, personally, I wouldn't buy it just because the cost for what you get is very, very minimal. I wouldn't buy it all the time. Maybe if I was traveling on a plane, fuck, at the airport, that'd be like 20 bucks, eh? Next up, we got the Chobani Fit protein yogurts. 15.4 grams of protein, 93 calories. So really good calorie to protein ratio. Again, I'm gonna go 4.5 out of 5 on that one. I've had hundreds of these, so I know what they taste like. They taste pretty damn good. 3.5 out of 5 because just kind of tastes like Greek yogurt with a bit of flavor. Next up, we got the Greenback protein bar, peanut butter flavor. Straight into the macros, 222 calories, 11 grams of protein. greenback, I'm sorry, but those macros for a protein bar are trash because there's 12.2 grams of fat and 13 grams of carbs. So there's more fat and carb than protein. Therefore, I do not consider that a protein bar personally. I'm gonna have to give that a 0 out of 5 on macros, I'm sorry. Now here's the thing, because there's so much fat and carb, I've never tried this before, surely it's gonna taste good. Because to put that into perspective, off the top of my head, it's similar calories to like a Kit Kat or something. Hey, just a little bit more protein, but it's not a protein bar. Tastes is alright. Gonna try?
Does it taste like a protein bar?
A little bit.
Might as well make it more better macros.
That's what I'm thinking. For the macros, I would say 2 out of 5. But if we're just going solely off taste and I didn't know what the macros were, what the macros are, I'd say 3.5 out of 5. So it's got a total score of 3.5.
Yeah, man.
Doesn't taste alright. Yeah, still like the powdery protein taste,
Yeah.
which is crazy because it's only got 11 grams. Next up, we got straight childhood nostalgia. If you grew up in Australia and you're similar age to me, you know what these bad boys are. But they've just come out with a new protein version, Progo. Give us that, Zena. Thanks, bro. Zena will keep smacking the door otherwise. Hey, Big Zins. Big Zena loves Progo. No, don't worry, I don't feed her that shit. Progo. I had one of these last night. Taste insane. 5 out of 5 for the taste. Unreal. Macros, 131 calories, 17 grams of protein. So 4.5. Zin's a bit thirsty. 4.5 out of 5 for the macros as well. Honestly, these just taste like normal Yogo. There's a tiny bit of me that's like, did they just wrap it in a different wrapper and not add any protein because it tastes that good? Let's hope they didn't do that. Unreal. Highly recommend. Next up, we've got the Muscle Nation Protein Custard Bar, Choc Fudge Brownie flavor. I've had one of these bad boys before. Taste, 3.5 out of 5. They're pretty tasty. Macros, 205 calories and 17.4 grams protein, so not the best. 6.6 fat and 4.2 carb, and 9 grams of fiber. Macros, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. Next up, we got the BSN Protein Crisp Bar. First time I had one of these bad boys was in holiday on Singapore with cameraman Cooks actually. These taste unreal, so I don't need to try it again, but 20 grams of protein, 190 calories. So macros, that's a solid 4 out of 5. Really good macros for a protein bar as well. Taste, solid 4 out of 5. If you like the crisp style taste, it almost tastes like a rice puff. What are they called? Like a LCM bar? Like a chocolate LCM bar, but a little better. It actually tastes like that, really good. Next up, we have the protein muffin from My Muscle Chef. 16 grams of protein, 305 calories. So macros, it's getting like a, see that's double the calories to protein ratio of what we've been using. So that's gonna have to get like a 2 out of 5. We got the raspberry and white choc flavor, which is one of my favorites for muffins, so let's see. To be fair, not a bad size, hey. Usually quite small, not a bad size. Quite hard, see. It's all right.
Not bad. Like, feels.
To be honest, actually, tastes real good, eh? It doesn't have that like protein powdery type of taste that most protein snacks do, so I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Cameraman Cooks.
Same.
4 out of 5, there you go. That might be pre-workout today, hey? Next up, we got the YoPro Perform. Gone for the mixed berry flavor. 120 calories and 20 grams of protein. That's elite. That's nearly double the protein to calorie ratio. So for macros, I'm gonna have to give that a 5 out of 5. Now taste, I eat these pretty frequently. They taste good. They get the job done. They're what you'd expect for like a flavored high protein yogurt. So 3 out of 5. Sorry, 3.5 out of 5. Next up, we got the Quest S'mores Protein Bar. These were like the OG of protein bars. I'm pretty sure that they were one of the first around. They're one of the first that I remember when I first started training anyway. So they've been around a long time. I haven't had one in so long, so I'm interested. 21 grams of protein, 182 calories. Really good macros, great protein to calorie ratio. So 4.5 out of 5 for the macros. These got a lot of fiber, I think. Hey? This has 12 grams of fiber. So if you eat these, side note, and you know, you find yourself on the toilet, that could be why. It's like a brick as well. Hey, my jaw.
Is that your jaw?
Ready? That ain't good, eh?
I was like, what was so hard in that Quest bar, man?
It's a brick, eh? This has got to be a personal preference thing, because some people tell me they're the best things ever. I reckon that's like a 2 out of 5. It just tastes like you're eating like kind of sand. If you ever mix protein with like Greek yogurt and you didn't do enough Greek yogurt or protein, you did too much protein, it's hell sandy. Tastes like that. Here, give it a try. 2 out of 5 for taste, hey. Cooks likes these type of bars more than me, so.
Again, I like the chewy stuff, hey.
What do you rate it?
But I'll give it like a 3.5.
There you go. I rate it 2, he rates it 3.5, so take that for what you will. A little palate cleanser. Next up, we got Wicked Sisters. I believe this is a new flavor, the caramel flavor pudding. The chocolate ones of these are really good. These were one of the first on the market, then everyone just copied them. 157 calories for 15.6 grams of protein. I think that's similar to Rockabies. So that's pretty much perfectly on that 10:1 protein to calorie ratio. So if you add a 0 to the protein, it pretty much equals the calories. So I give it a 4 out of 5 for macros. Let's taste this bad boy. Get a little caramel action. Oh fuck, that's good, eh? That's better than their chocolate one.
Yeah, right.
100%. If you like caramel, that's a 5 out of 5. I reckon for a protein snack. Yeah, that's good, eh? You wanna try? Give it a whirl.
Yeah, that's good.
That's 5 out of 5 for taste, eh?
Yeah, for caramel, yeah.
For caramel, yeah.
And for Vino.
Side note, their chocolate one, because I would rate that a 4.5 out of 5. Really good, but not as good as the Rockabies or the Progo, in my opinion. Next up, we have the protein crisp bar from Mashi. I eat these all the time. These are bomb. 20 grams of protein, 225 calories, just right around that 10:1 ratio. So let's give it a 4 out of 5 for macros. Not too bad. Taste-wise, these are similar to this one in terms of like they're kind of like an LCM bar with some protein and chocolate flavor. So these ones taste better in my opinion, but I'll still give this a 3.5 to 4. We'll give it a 4 out of 5, be generous. Next up, we have another bar from Mashi. This one is the high protein bar. Now this is where you have to be careful because sometimes if you're just looking at them on the shelf, you wouldn't pick it up, especially if you're not sure what you're looking for. But this one, the macros are pretty insane. This has 45.7 grams of protein for 330 calories. So way more protein than that 10:1 ratio. So for macros, we're gonna have to give it a 5 out of 5. You can't beat that. Like when it comes to protein bars, I haven't seen a protein bar that's higher protein, less calories like that, especially 45 protein. In terms of taste, I've had my fair share of these. This is my go-to bar when I'm flying, by the way, when I'm traveling, and it's like a 4 or 5 hour flight and I don't want to eat the plain food. I just want something real simple. I usually have coffee and one of these bad boys because it gets 45 protein, throw it in my bag, don't need to worry about it going off. This, it will go through anything. Taste-wise, 3 out of 5. It's not amazing, it's a bit chewy, but it gets the job done. Next up, we have the Paul's Plus Protein Chocolate Dairy Snack. They also have the custard version of these and caramel. They're all really good in my opinion. The calories, 131 calories, 16 grams of protein. So again, it's above that 10:1. Really good macros. I give it a 4.5 out of 5 for macros. Taste, I eat these all the time. These are bomb. I'd give this a 4 out of 5 for taste. Personally, I think the Progo and the Rockabies taste a little better, but these are still really good. Next up, we have beef jerky. Just grab the Jack Links brand because in Australia, this is probably the most popular one. You find it literally everywhere. There is brands with better macros, but these macros are pretty good. 17 grams of protein. It's only got the kilojoules, 575 kilojoules, which, side note, a very easy hack to figure out kilojoules to calories. On your calculator, just click the button in the bottom left and then click convert. I've already set mine up to kilojoules, but you can set it up so you can just punch in the kilojoules and it'll tell you the calories. So this is 575 kilojoules, so 137.4, so 137 calories, 17 grams of protein. So really good calorie to protein ratio. Macros will give it a 4.5. Just because for the whole bag, 17 protein, it's not too high. I guess it's similar to the yogurts, hey? Yeah, 4.5 out of 5 for macros. Taste, I've smashed heaps of these. They're really good. Again, another good on the road snack. So for the car, for the plane, these are bomb. I'd give it a 4 out of 5 for taste. If you love beef jerky, I think you would enjoy this. If you're not a beef jerky fan, then obviously that's such a dumb thing to say. If you don't like beef jerky, you probably won't like it. No shit, Alex. Next up, Cranked Protein Bar. By the way, I just found out, you know this has caffeine in it? I don't know if they've changed it, but yeah. Anyway, side note, it's only 12 milligrams, which is nothing, but still. Yeah, all right, Turbs. Relax. Macros, we've got 20 grams of protein, 211 calories, so right around that 10:1 ratio, 4 out of 5 for macros. For taste, I've had tons of these before. Cranked is what I would it's just your typical standard protein bar, like nothing great, not too bad though, it'll get the job done. I'd rank it a 3 out of 5 for taste. Next up, we got the Quest Protein Cookie, double chocolate chip flavor. I haven't tried any of these before. 15 grams of protein, 220 calories. So not great calorie to protein ratio. We'll give it a 3 out of 5 for macros. But how does it taste? Side note, how many side notes have I said in this video? Sometimes a slightly worse calorie to protein ratio is worth it if it tastes good, but I'm still yet to have a protein cookie where I'm like, that's worth it. Most of the time, I'd rather just, the calories are so high, I'd rather just have like a protein shake to get my protein and then a real cookie, and it's actually, you're not that much worse off. Oh, that one's actually pretty good. It's a little dry. I reckon if you heat it in the microwave for 20 seconds, it'd be good. You try? It's got that real dry, like I need heaps of water. Taste, I'm also gonna go a 3 out of 5 for taste, to be honest, but we'll get Cook's cameraman cookies taste of the chocolate chip cookie. Double chocolate cookie, I should say.
Exactly what you said.
3 out of 5. Sweet. So hopefully that helps give you an idea of what protein snacks to put into your fat loss plan, and also the worst one by far, this greenback bar, especially on the macros. And the best ones for taste and macros were the Rockabies and the Progo puddings. Not far behind that was the Wicked Sisters and the Protein Crisp bar for a protein bar. And in terms of price, like I mentioned at the start, they're all ranging from around like $3 to $6, around that range. What I'd recommend doing is just finding ones that you like the taste of, and ideally they're over this side, so they fit within your calories and macros really well. And then when they're on special, for example, like these often go on special for like $2. If these ever go on special, these for $1.52, I'll just stock up on them. Hopefully you enjoyed the vid. Let me know what your favorite one is. And if you want to see a full low calorie grocery shop to help you lose body fat easier, check out this video here.